Greetings and salutations to my esteemed guests and subscribers. This is, of course, your blockchain enthusiast, Light Liger, and today, once again, we are going to be talking about NFTs. And as the title of the video goes, what NFTs are actually worth buying? Which ones are going to be store of value for a longer period of time? And the short answer to that is land NFTs, also known as real estate NFTs, space NFTs, metaverse NFTs, many different labels that you can basically use out of these specific utility-based NFTs. And you have to understand that many people have come to me who are not very familiar with NFTs, and they just ask me, like, how does this digital art of piece have any value whatsoever? And obviously it doesn't make a lot of sense for people who are not typically art collectors, or they haven't collected Pokemon cards or postcards in their lives, so they would never understand the concept of like art-based NFTs. But a lot of other people don't really realize that there's a lot of NFTs which have inherent utility. We have kind of seen a lot more staking-based NFTs, which give you like higher rates on yield farms and things like these. But probably the most valuable NFTs in the space are land-based NFTs, which are basically real estate that you buy inside a game, and this gives you different types of perks, sometimes dividends and other types of things. And we're going to be exploring in this video a couple of those upcoming sales, which you definitely don't want to miss, and also ones that I have participated on the past, and showing you how crazy the actual valuations have been. And the best place to start is from Sandbox, which is an Ethereum-based game, currently in alpha. I think this is going to be one of the biggest games come out of crypto. I definitely think it could be the next Minecraft, or even capturing 10% of Minecraft's player base, or even 5% would be huge. Huge market could grow out of it. And they basically have done these land sales, and we can actually show you here on the screen. And they have a lot of institutional investors which have joined in, gaming companies, and there's a lot of one of the first utilities, as you can see here, is that people have basically taken out pictures. And this is a way to market your things. There's artists, there's a coin market cap here, and basically you can set up a URL for your land NFT. That's like one utility, guys, that you can basically do. So you can combine these lands basically together, and then you can use these as like sales. Here's like a child actor, which has been listed here, and there's going to be a person who is going to be seeing that and seeing that email, and they're going to be casting a person probably because the picture is here, or maybe. And as I said, there's a lot of like different companies here, Atari, Tesla, so many crypto-based different things here. Blancos is here, and Smurfs. I mean, there's so many so many brands, BitBoy is even here. And I have bought 2 lands on the very initial sales, and there's probably going to be a couple of lands happening in the future, by the way, so you want to be really up for them. But let's talk about numbers. So here are 2 lands that I have bought basically, and as you can see, there's a couple of offers for them. At one point during the last sale, I just got like 5 minutes updates every single second. So basically people are offering me $650 out of these lands, and that's basically same for both. And probably people are wondering, well, what price did you actually buy them at? So when we go into Etherscan, the other land was for $100. And this was when Ethereum was much lower price. This was in August last year, so almost like 8 months ago. And I made basically 6 times the money. And now you're asking me, well, dude, this is 6.5 times your investment. Why are you not selling? And the reason for that is because they're a lot more valuable than that. The utility, I can create my own land, own models inside it. And sorry, I will not go like extremely detailed on every of these NFTs in this video. There's specific videos that I've done for each of these games, and more to come obviously, but today we're going to be just scratching the surface and kind of showing people what is the actual investment to be made here. So the other, as I said, other piece was going for $100. And by the way, that also included NFTs inside it, like, you know, dragon and something like that. And those also, the dragon itself, like, recovered the cost of the land. That's crazy. And another land, by the way, these were the same size, but that other one, this was $44. So that is, that's 12x the price of the land. But I believe that these lands are, you know, at least $1,000 at this point. So, and as the game goes more viral, and it's not even in alpha yet, once the players come in, they want to FOMO in, and they're going to be buying those lands for a premium price. You know, some rich kids' parents, okay, we're going to buy you that land, Bucky. And that's how it goes. Another game, which we have covered a lot in the channel, is Alien Worlds. Most of you have heard about it. This is on Wax blockchain, and they had a land sale last year. I kind of sort of missed it. They had this of a Dutch auction. That's what they have done with other sales. And there's going to be other sales on Alien World's ecosystem, if I remember right. But those are not going to be land sales. And obviously the game has become very big. It's basically the largest NFT game in the world right now. And basically, you know, you can start playing the game for free and start like mining Trillium, which is a token in the ecosystem. And by owning lands, when people come to mine on your land, you will be getting cut of that Trillium. So I will be getting dividends all the time, and I will be able to make money by people just mining randomly on my plot. And you can also build other incentives to make people to, you know, mine on your land and etc. So that's where one you know, utility for this land sale comes from. So I bought it back in late December, back for $331. Back then, however, the wax price was at $70. Okay, and I sold it. And here's the good part: I sold it for $1,261, 7,000 wax. So pretty huge rise in price. And obviously this was in March, and then wax price was much higher. If I had held it till this day, now the very lowest price for the lowest land of rarity, the lands also come in, you know, different rarities. Like these are the most common ones. So if I had held it out till this time, I would have made almost $9,000. So here you can see, as the game wasn't like fully operational, then the lands were less priced. But once the game went viral and the lands became more active, that's when the values started to go up. And Alien Worlds hasn't even like technically fully launched all the features. So technically there's more upside for the actual valuations inside the game. So that's another example of, yeah, sold it technically like over 10x. I would have made, I mean, 70 bucks to $9,000. You can, you know, count that yourself, how much money there to be made. Another one very popular game which has lands is Decentraland. It is a bigger coin still than Sandbox, and that surprises me because I find Sandbox more superior. Then again, people have been building for Decentraland for a bit of a longer time right now, but also their land pieces are going for literal $1,000 right now. The land sales have obviously ended already, so you're not able to pay. Here in the background, you see the land plots, and maybe in the future they're going to expand on it, but if they do, also see it's a very, very lucrative investment. I think people have also seen 10, 20x investment returns on those lands. Here, it's not more like a dividend system, but people can build just very a lot of custom stuff inside Decentraland, and that has been really valued, obviously. I don't see Decentraland as a bullish as Sandbox though, but just saying that that's a one option. Then we have Uplift World, and this was another one that's actually inside of Minecraft, and they had two types of sales happening here. One where the rail sales, I have one of these. Also another one that has gone 10x since the initial sale, and the land pieces also are going for pretty bonkers prices, and I will be doing a full video on Uplift World very, very soon. It's gonna be a Minecraft server, basically, where you can find NFTs inside the game, and you just, like, you know, click with your hammer or pickaxe, basically, and you will be getting NFTs. It's a pretty exciting idea, and basically it's free to use as long as you just have buy the Minecraft. So another one where you can basically mine NFTs. And the land utility, I can't remember top of my head what was it exactly, but the rail keys are going to be allowing you to, like, travel long distances in the map. The map is really huge. That's what you need to understand about the land. And there's also a lot of other drops for the landholders and I think like this. So this is another one that's been on Wax that's been very successful. And there's still packs that you can basically buy, and there's different varieties of those lands that you can get from these boxes. Then we have the F1 Delta Time. They have these thing called segments, which are basically lands, and these are like just like they're not called arenas. They're not called the circuits. I guess they're just called segments. I think that's the proper English word for them. And you can buy these segments, and I think the highest amount has gone for $50,000. I covered in my top 10 NFT video, actually. And there's like Rev tokens, and I believe they also get like Rev earning potential, so they get like cut of the actual races that are done on the stages or something like that. And this is a very exciting also. I don't know if they're going to be releasing more of these Grand Prix arenas, but these are also going to be very, very valuable. And this is a known brand, so people are going to be very interested in it. So, yes, another very excellent case of a very, very high returns on NFT assets. And next up here we have the rail key that I looked into. We can look at some of the price charts here. So started out 2,300 wax. It was like sold at $100. So we're talking about 4x right now, and even 9x as of right now for the rails. So another example of a land asset going up in price. Now, what are the sales that are going to be happening in the future? I want to get into this too. I don't want to miss out. And so Rplanet is the first one. This is on Wax, and basically they have a very simple business model, which is revolving around staking. So well, we actually go back into the, where is the page here? I think we have to log in or something. Let's go Anchor here. So basically the way this works is that you have different Wax NFTs like series, and you can stake them on the actual platform, and basically you get this currency known as Aether, and this currency basically is used to, well, I'm going to show you the graph in a second. So this is a very exciting idea, and it hasn't really taken off as yet like Alien Worlds has, so there's a lot more you know, upswing potential here. Let me actually refresh. Might as well. Yeah, okay, so here we can see the actual NFT breakdown. So you can basically, once you get the tokens, you can start crafting these elements, and these elements are basically used to create wax or NFT cards, which are limited edition. And they had already one part of the land sale on their website. The next one is going to be on 28th, and here they talk about the land sale, building construction, and there's going to be a character sale coming in the future. And not just like the NFT lands are going to be valuable in the future. Usually anything that is tied in the games are going to be doing as well. But due to a lot of the inherent nature of these land sales and the way lands work, that they, you know, accrue dividends and money for their owners, those are always going to be probably the most valued assets. So yeah, another one to definitely take part in the future. Another one is Dark Country. This is on multiple blockchains. It's on Wax, it's on Ethereum, and now it's going to be on Flow. And they're going to be doing a land sale, and this is going to be, you have to whitelist yourself, and this is happening in May. So you need to have money on your Flow account, and you can reserve how many lands you're going to be buying with your account. And basically there is going to be different types of utilities for these lands. They have actually a finished card game already. So this is a card game, and there's like a campaign, and different things, and you can definitely look more into the website and description, kind of like a Hearthstone style game. And you can basically build your town and unlock different features, joining guilds, crafting, and those land sales are probably going to be really, really huge. They are a bit pricey, I'm not going to lie, compared to a lot of the other ones, but I do think that they're going to be, worth the money. I think there was probably here where we're going to be happening the actual land price. I think the lowest was 7 flow, and I think the prices were somewhere here. And here you can basically there's a token there which is called the Shadow Dimes, and basically the land is gonna be accruing these Shadow Dimes to influence, and there's like a clear tokenomics here. How does the land basically gonna be making price, and how much blood is gonna be on commons, common, rare, epic lands, and mythical and legendary lands. The farming rates are going to be higher on those rare lands, basically. And here are the prices. So the first Rancho pack is going to go for 7 flow, Mayor's is 20 flow, and the Governance is going to go for 60 flow. And here are the actual drop rates. So getting a mythical is 0.14% chance, 10th of a percentage here. But once again, I'm already reserved for this sale. I'm very bullish on these land sales. And then our last thing we have is called Ember Sword, another very promising looking action RPG game. And there's like a gameplay. Let me actually play that here for you guys. But another game that looks like a pretty well done. Let me see if I can put up the quality upwards. And they're also going to be doing an NFT sale. This is like a brand new news, like couple of 2 days ago came out that they're going to be doing a land sale. This looks like a game that I would play, literally play, if it's not going to be too grindy. But I mean, if I get money from grinding, that's all good for me. So, and maybe sign for email and get some exclusive rewards for this. But they basically going to have a land sale happening in May. And basically, it's going to be probably very huge if the game is going to be blowing up. I'm not sure about what blockchain this is going to be. I want to say Ethereum layer 2, but I could be wrong about that. But land sales, they are valuable, guys. And I've shown you multiple times here on the video, multiple gains that I have made on land sales. The only one that hasn't really boomed out is the Splinterlands one, but it didn't sell out. However, those lands of Splinterlands have stayed on the same price, roughly, as the buying price. So money hasn't been lost yet there. But just inherently, land sale is where the money is. You see, as a final thoughts, yes, you see a lot of these art pieces selling out for a long time. They're not going to be store value. They're not going to be something they're going to be having value for long term. Yes, you had people like Grimes who did NFTs, and that's going to be allowing people to come to their concerts or use those NFTs as VIP tickets. There are utility ones out there as well, but maybe not as well marketed as some random art sales which are happening. So once again, don't miss on land sales. Two good places to keep in scoop on all of these updates related NFTs are NFT Plazas, one that I really recommend, and another one is Play to Earn, and these have done great coverage here. I've actually found about the Ember Sword one. So keep track on these sites for the next land sales. Obviously, my Telegram and Discord, we have a lot of people who share information between each other, but overall, yes, invest in land NFTs, guys. The long-term values are huge and good. So, and in case you need some answers, questions, leave them in the comment section below. I will be seeing you guys next time. Cheers.